Welcome to the Close Traffic Podcast, an aviation and flight simulation show. Welcome aboard.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Close Traffic Podcast, an aviation and flight simulation show. I'm Johnny, along with our man with a plan, Mr. Charlie. Charlie, say hello to the people.
Hey, happy holidays, happy new year. I hope everybody's good. How are you doing, my friend?
Man, hanging in there. I tell you, man, this year has absolutely flown by. I planned on doing this a few days earlier, and here we are, literally the 31st. So
we got 12 hours to get it in.
12 hours to get it in. So better late than never, right? Typical
That's
CTP
right.
fashion. Anywho, it's just wanted to really, I think the objective for this episode is to really just kind of sit back and reflect on all that's kind of went on this year. It's been pretty interesting from the jump. There's been a lot of just really impactful releases over the course of the 12 months, and so we'll touch on that. Touch on some lingering items there, some pending releases here coming up pretty soon, and also touch on got the Navigraph survey results here, which I totally thought we covered last episode, but anyhow. But yeah, definitely want to go ahead and start diving into start digesting all this information. But hope you guys had an awesome holiday. I'm kind of glad it's over.
Hey man.
Yeah,
ready to get back to a routine. You know what I mean?
Man, I'm just you're not lying about that. How was yours, man? Did Santa Claus bring you what you wanted?
He did. Santa Claus hooked old Charlie up.
Great tale, sir. Great tale.
He brought me a Moza R5 racing sim kit.
Ooh.
Yeah, it's sweet, man. It is sweet.
Is it now? Holy smokes, man. Have you been in it much lately? You have had time to mess with it?
I haven't, man. Just the way it works kind of been with the holiday. Like I worked a little bit yesterday, and then the day before was off, and we had stuff to do. It's just kind of been hit or miss, honestly.
Yeah.
But what little bit I've used it, it's awesome. I got a lot to learn with iRacing and all that. So
no, we all do, man. We all do. But now, too cool, man. Glad old Sandy took care of you.
What did he bring you?
Oh man, I don't know, man. I'm really hard to buy for. So
see, that's me. That's what my wife says.
With 3 kids and all that, really we kind of focus on getting them squared away.
Yeah.
And we'll buy each other little odds and ends, but I'm really hard to buy for.
Well, heck, if you're anything like me, man, if I need something, I just go get it.
It's just like, just go get it, man, and be done with it. The whole suspense and everything. It's like, man, I'm like grown now, so I don't have to wait for freaking screw that. No, I was kidding, but
then you wait and wait. It's like, they'll bring it for Santa will bring it, and then he don't
right. Right, either that or something to completely, or like if it was my family, it's like, yeah, I'm getting the Sega Genesis, and he open it up, it's like freaking wooden or something. Oh no, yeah, just something weird and you didn't ask for, so
wearing socks.
A pack of drawers and socks, man. A pack of drawers and socks. So it is what it is, but I got a couple of things or whatever, but like as you mentioned, man, just kind of glad it's over. But from a flight simulation perspective, man, it has been nuts. And again, like I said before, even this whole year, I think for me, the most impactful was Expo.
Absolutely.
Which registration has opened. I'll give you a heads up.
Vegas.
Putting a face to the names and being able to shake hands and fellowship. I think it was really, really cool.
It was,
in terms of, it seems like this year really you started really to see the developers and Sobo get on the same accord, and you started to run, and this is just Johnny talking for a moment. You started to run less and less into the issue of, and now keep me honest, Johnny, Charlie, issues as far as hey, we got this, and all of a sudden a update comes out of nowhere and just completely breaks it. It happens, still from time to time, but I've noticed it happening less, right?
Yeah.
So
definitely seems like that line of communication between devs and the Sobo is there now.
Yeah.
They're not just saying, oh, by the way, we're dropping this. We're going to completely blow up everything you've worked the last 3 or 4 months on.
Literally blow it up. So, it's been really, really pleasing to see, and then just again, man, I'm gonna tell you what did it for me when A2A dropped the Comanche.
Yeah.
And for me, it was an indicator of, what, we can still have a high fidelity flight model in 2020. Because I'm not going to lie, I was extremely concerned prior to that. Now, this, it's not taking anything away from the other developers. There were there were a lot of really good add-ons pre-Comanche, but just the Fidel, man, it brought me back to like P3D. It's like, man, things are starting to shape up, right?
Yeah.
And then we had other releases after that, SWS, the Kodiak updates, PMDG, started to kind of, find their rhythm, and it's been pretty cool, but, again, this, I say the past 2 to 3 months.
Oh, heck, man, it's been insane. Sceneries, aircraft. It's almost too much to keep up with.
It really is, man. There's still stuff I hadn't even picked up yet. Like you said, especially sceneries. I mean, there's been a lot of the airports, that even like back in the P3D days, you never saw, like a Jacksonville. I really don't remember a Jacksonville in P3D. El Paso, heck, they just released an El Paso for P3D like freaking within the past few months.
Really?
Yeah. So there's been a lot of movement in the scenery aspect. I saw TDFI or TDF. Man, I'm gonna screw that up. Like every time, never fails, always screw it up. Anyway, with the MD-11, how's that been for you, Charlie? I know
it's been lately. Yeah, they have been putting in the work, and I think they announced, as a matter of fact, this morning that it is now available for the collectors on P3D V4, 5, and 6.
Whoa!
So it is out for the collectors on P3D as of this morning.
So wow, and I mean that's awesome. Not leaving out, because man, how many developers can you count have just said like, peace P3D, we'll see you later,
Yeah, exactly. And there's still there's still quite a few folks on P3D.
Yeah, I mean there is, I get it. It hung around on my hard drive for a while until it was just like, man.
So Johnny started running out of space. It's like, it's gotta go.
Yeah, it's gotta go, man. And then it just started looking. Now y'all talk about X-Plane 12, but X-Plane 12 is livable. Like it's like, okay, I can still jive with X-Plane 12, but man, P3D, it just doesn't hold a candle.
It doesn't, and the thing that really makes it bad about P3D, man, is just all the extra you got to run. That's what kills it.
All the extra. all the extra, man. I think we kind of got in this conversation like these past few days with me and messing with SPAD, and I could just recall, all right, let me fire up P3D. Let me start this up. Let me start that up. Let me start that. It was like 4 different applications running in the background. I mean, I'm still to this day amazed that my PC held up as long as it did. And just to get a plausible experience, and not even including the the cost of entry to get in a P3D.
That was the thing, because you had to buy everywhere you wanted
the
to fly.
Entire Orbix package, man. Like
everything.
Like Orbix honestly should have came up with the P3D starter pack, and they would
really. They should have.
Mm-hmm.
They really should have.
Just to get it going, and but yeah, but it does have its place, commercially, things like that. So I totally get that, but it's cool to see that they're still continuing to support them. And heck, man,
me, that's about the only one that has, hasn't it? I haven't heard of anything.
Yeah, I hadn't really heard of anything.
Yo, Mike, what's up?
Oh yeah, let's see. Let me get him in the chat here. Oh yeah, completely. That's how I am right now. P3D has always felt like a system held together with glue and tape, maybe even souls that have gone before us, just to be able to run something that looked remotely close to immersive. Sure. Yeah, absolutely spot on. That's my precise sentiments on P3D. Yeah. But then then you had X-Plane 12, and then you had 2020, and for the most part, 2020 you can fire it up, and I mean, heck, even the default, even like a lot of the default aircraft are sendable.
Yeah, out of the box.
And going to the Navigraph results you mentioned. Now, I'd like for you to dive a little more into it here shortly, Charlie. It makes sense. And I mean, I think we can all draw our own conclusions as to who has the largest following, right? But it makes sense when you have, the PC users already, but then you got the Xbox users here, right? I mean, it's just, it makes sense. And I believe that is the reason why, a lot of us, I guess for lack of better quotations, hardcore simmers, there's a lot of like really high fidelity, controls and things like that we'd love to see in the sim, but Xbox users can't really do anything with it. So I don't,
they've only got so many keybinds.
Exactly. So, it makes sense, as to, why we don't have the resolutions of control bindings that most folks would have, on their platform. So I get it. But yeah, so you got the MD11, then you got the PC-12 that has just completely blown me away. Black Square,
they did a great job with that one.
Amazing job. Holy cow, man. And it's funny. It's just like, let's just provide a recap of 2023, but it was almost summed up in like 3-4 months.
Yeah, it really was.
Q4 has been like lit. So it's definitely been interesting. But I did have a question for you, Charlie. And of all the add-ons that have graced the market, what, in your opinion, you feel was the most impactful to the industry?
The Comanche.
Really?
I think folks saw, holy beep, this is what can be done.
Yeah. Man, that's I was like, literally, I remember sitting there in the expo, man, and watching that video. I was like, man,
yeah, because we were like, oh my god, like, I still gotta just think about getting hair raising on my arm.
Yeah, this is going to change the game.
It did.
But you notice though, here lately, you haven't seen as many Comanche streams. I think there's been like 1 or 2 floating around. No. And there's nothing against the add-on at all. It's really not. The Comanche is Sorry, guys, a little coffee break. It's Comanche,
my man's mouth's dry,
man. So there's only so many places you can run a Comanche, but if knock on wood, if A2A continues with their same product line, I think it's going to get really interesting because we're going to start getting into. Hopefully they don't veer off into the 172. I really hope, and I imagine there's going to be an announcement at the next year's expo. But hopefully they don't veer off in the 172, which 172 is great, but man, Sim 172. Hopefully we start to see higher performance aircraft. Like the Bonanza. I'd love to see the VTOL be brought over because they did one in P3D.
Oh, did they?
Yeah. I would love to see the Bonanza. Let's
just
see,
something
Charlie,
to get us there a little bit quicker. You know what
just
I mean?
a little bit quicker. Like I said,
an hour and a half. Send something pretty quick.
Yeah, you like to go a little bit further than 50 miles, but Mike says, I agree from as per Charlie. However, just as the Navigraph survey indicates time and time again, direct impact to the community is probably one of the airliners. Yep, absolutely. Absolutely.
And it goes back to what we've said, numerous times. It's about that connection you have.
Yeah, I mean, that's just like, the controversy between the early access Flight Sim Studios E-Jet.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody knows about the E-Jet, and why it was so successful being early access. It's like, we talk about Latin VFR's light Airbus series
mm-hmm.
and how successful they were, and again, when you create a light fidelity aircraft that looks like Airbus, smells like an Airbus, well, not smell, you know what I'm saying?
So no, got the barking dog like an Airbus,
right? There's a bark like oh my gosh. And it's playable on Xbox. Oh man, instant win, so
yeah.
It's all about what we relate to. It's kind of like, I'm going to talk about it, man. The freaking Learjet 3.5 that just dropped, a few days ago. A lot of folks won't touch it, but then there's a lot of folks who, back in another time, I've seen these things, grace the airports, and it's like, wow, instant buy. So, it's all about what you associate, with, and what gives you that warm and fuzzy when you fire it up,
Exactly.
But add-on wise, man, I don't know. As far like what really did it for me this year, I don't think it's out yet because there's been a lot of advances with GXX, but I think the thing that really kind of piques my interest, and it's your fault, Charlie. You did it.
I didn't do it.
Totally, it's all your fault. All your fault. The Beyond ATC,
man,
man,
I cannot wait for that.
The videos. Let's see here, and see our friend Mike. I think comment from Mike. So I think what I've noticed most about this community, to your point, Johnny, folks will send anything they can relate to. It can have a tons of missing features and functionality. Yeah, and to Flight Sim Studios' defense, I mean, they have mentioned that, hey, we're working on it. And yeah, I mean, there's been quite a few updates. Is it all the way there yet? Nah, but they've you said, hey, it's early access. I think what really kind of riled a lot of people up was kind of how they initially marketed the aircraft.
Yeah.
I think that's kind of what really,
got them in mind.
Yeah, man, kind of riled them up. But But yeah, beyond ATC, man.
Can't wait.
I can't wait for that one. I'll be honest with you. Sometimes you go in VATSIM and things just do not shake out well in VATSIM.
Man, and it's
not taking anything away from it though, Charlie. But it's just it's really not the service, but some of us as simmers sometimes we can be
difficult.
Yeah, say the least. I think Beyond gives us the opportunity to, practice real world, ATC operations and not, and then sometimes they're just not staffed that day, I mean,
exactly,
man. For free.
Exactly.
But did they drop a release date on that, Charlie? Do you know?
No, because what they did is I think they went ahead and rewrote pretty much all the code that they already had developed to, let me get this right, to integrate the default traffic to actually fly the correct patterns instead of, how you get in the sim, even if you're not on the VATSIM or whatever, and you got one plane that's coming at you and you're taking off on the right runway according to the wind and everything, that kind of stuff. They completely rewrote their code, and I think there's some AI based stuff in there. And
really,
yeah, it's going to be interesting to see, but I'm excited for it.
Yeah,
I don't fly on VATSIM very much.
Oh yeah, I totally get it, man. It's again, I mean, unless you catch it, Friday night ops or something like that, or something you worked out, man, you may have, and I think I've spoken this as well. You may have you'll load up a DFW, for example, and then you're getting everything set up. You're about to push, and all of a sudden DFW ground pops up and pings you.
Exactly, man. And you're already heading out, and it's just like, really? Or to me, that could kill the immersion.
Oh, it does, man. And you get a 5 mile final. I'm talking 5 mile final. Beep, beep, beep.
Disconnect.
Man, I just have to continue to aviate, man. If they say anything, hey, I had to aviate first, right? I'm on a short final. I get they mean well or whatnot, but it's just find it hilarious, man. That they do that. But again, I think Beyond ATC will offer, additional immersion, without having to deal with some of the immersion breakers that, can potentially go along with VATSIM. For example, I was it was yesterday, day before yesterday, I was flying, and it was just this random aircraft, that was, RVSM, not talking to anybody,
Yeah.
And, the air traffic control was I got this guy on my scope, but yeah, just watch out for him. He's not talking. It's just oh, come on, dude.
Yeah.
Because folks will log on to VATSIM and not say anything.
Yeah, just because they want the traffic.
But then don't you have that what's that other application we use, Charlie Bill, melted our computers? FSL,
LTL,
something like that. Yeah,
made through you downloaded it through the fly-by-wire app.
Yeah,
I haven't used that in forever.
Yeah, I
don't even have it installed.
I use the model matching for the models for VATSIM, but that's all I really use it for. But no, it's it's some of the things you kind of run into with VATSIM, but
a lot of people are using that. What is it? Oh, AIG or whatever. A lot.
Yeah, of people use that. Really? Was it a little more user friendly? I've never messed with it.
No, to me, it's not. It's worse.
Is it?
Because I think they used it a lot in P3D, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, that's right. I remember hearing about them in P3D.
Yeah.
Great show this year. Thanks so much, man. I hope you're doing well, my friend, and happy New Year to you as well. Yes, thank you.
But I think that one of the main things with Beyond, I think your folks that are scared of the VATSIM,
right.
I mean?
Right.
I think that could help actually the overall aspect of VATSIM, getting newer people in it because they know exactly how it's supposed to work.
Exactly.
Because it's even for me, it was a lot to learn.
Exactly. Oh, for sure. And learn by yourself, with no with no guidance.
Exactly. Exactly.
No, yeah, to your point, man. I think it'd be a huge avenue, to get new players into VATSIM and even Pallet Edge, because from what I was listening to, I mean, those were real world ops. I mean, that's what you heard. That's the type of chatter that you were hearing.
Yeah.
And I can totally see that being just an amazing trainer. You're starting your PPL, and I'm gonna tell you, I don't know about you guys, but I had a hard time talking on the radio. I would
I'd be scared to death. I'd be like,
no. Coffee break. Here's Johnny. I would key up the mic. All right, Johnny, let's
just hold it.
Yeah, let's get. Oh man, just having a legal operation in my brain and like the whole program show. So I'm like,
79 whiskey kilo just took off.
Oh man, I would have like a P3D moment. You know how like you're sending it and you're at cruise or like final approach, all of a sudden just freezes. It's like, yeah.
Exactly.
Complete pause, man. So having a tool like that, to me, I would think help young aviators break that barrier way early and not go through the struggles I did, man. Because I'll be like doing pattern work, whatever, with the instructor, and just like she'll be like, say this or whatever, or call base or whatever, and I'll get on there like, or like freaking stutter or something. But
exactly.
But yeah, really looking forward to that one. I think it'd be awesome, awesome to have. I think it'd be a great training opportunity. All of that.
I agree.
So that's I tried the I remember when 2020 released, it just came out, and that was my biggest concern. I'm like, man, what's the ATC gonna be like? And the way it may have just been how I perceived it, but the way they were pitching the air traffic control and how it would how as the user would interact with it didn't seem to pan out. I don't think how they imagined it would pan out.
I'll be honest, I've never even used it. When I first got the sim, that's the first thing I turned off.
I'm gonna tell you what did it for me. When I loaded up the I did like a little fly DFW or something, and it wanted me to request to the connect to the gate. I'm like, nah, I'm good.
Why not?
Or like, request for, push back, and then you're using the ATC to like communicate. For me, it's weird. It was like immersion, like killing, so hopefully 2024 will bring, and that's nuts, man. It seemed like 2020 just came out. And
they've been working on it since what, 2016?
Yeah, and
I'm hearing some chatter out there that folks are saying it's going to be pretty quick when they release that nugget.
That's what that's what I was reading.
Seen that too?
Yes, that's what I was reading. Like they're about to literally shove 2020 out of the way. Now I did read that they were going to continue to support it.
Yeah, they're going to continue. They have to. They got
how long? I mean, Microsoft is not in the game of just wasting server space.
No,
so I mean, and it's like, man, the environments a lot of us built around this platform, and at first, there was a lot of apprehension, but I start to see a lot of that apprehension, reemerging, like, because there was a lot that went into me. Some folks have like tons of add-ons. I mean, tons. And some of them haven't really said anything as far as 2024 compatibility. And then the Sobo assures, it's not going to break your add-on, but I mean, I'm just saying,
it's something's going to happen.
Oh man,
it's going to happen.
Oh yeah, GSX, and as if they're not in, hopefully there's some dialogue happening even at this moment, not this very moment. Why aren't y'all talking New Year's Eve? That's good.
Yeah.
but there was some dialogue going on, to kind of help prepare some of the developers and their, add-ons, like
shout out to them, man, for that new cargo update. Woo!
Thanks, man, solid, man. But I've been having an issue, and we're going to talk about the 300 here because there's been some just cargo ops out the wazoo on freaking VATSIM, my lord. But I've been having an issue. Have you departed out of Louisville at all?
Yeah, I did. I actually just did Louisville to Charleston. I finally checked out Charleston.
What is your stairs, dude? Did you have any issues with your? Sorry, guys, we're totally having a segue to CTP. But did you have any issues with your stairs at all, or did you even use the boarding stairs?
I didn't. Not that I recall.
Did they try to connect at all? Because I asked because I had an issue. Like GXX would push. Like they had like their set of stairs instead of these stairs that come natively with the inner builds.
Yeah.
And they pushed it towards the nose and it just kind of stayed there. It didn't even bother to connect to the door. Are you using the inner build stairs or is GSX like?
I think the ones I was using were GSX.
Really?
I have to double check that.
Yeah, double check. Let me know after the show because just curious. Anywho,
that's interesting.
Yeah, and then now back to your normally scheduled programming. But yeah, so forgot where I was going with that one, but nevertheless.
Shoot, I done wore that thing out.
Huh? Already?
300, yeah. It's like you and 50 and now the Learjet, man. We slapped
Oh my gosh, man. It's just that thing is so much fun. Oh my goodness, so much fun. Yeah, it's an absolute blast. 300's a blast as well, but there's just something like the little I love, and everybody knows by now, 60-something episodes in that, Johnny loves quirky airplanes, and the Learjet's no exception. Is such a blast to fly.
Johnny likes them when you see a stream notification fire up.
Man, exactly. Especially right now where I have like this much time left, and like I feel the need to stream it. Yeah, it's pretty gnarly. Not gonna lie. Like the shorts. There's been a lot of I
forgot about the shorts.
Yeah, the lot of low key releases, man, that have been like much needed in the community because I think the last shorts I've seen in any simulator was like FSX. I think someone did a shorts.
Oh, wow.
Fast Cow, hello, my friend. Hope you're doing well. Oh my gosh! And then that's another genre that has exploded this year. Shout out to our friend at Fast Cow Simulations, and our good friend Steve at High Performance Group. Steve.
Made me broke with this iRacing Finasco. It's all your fault, Steve.
It's all your fault, Steve. Just want to let you know it's all your fault.
Kicked out, all sorts.
Exactly, man. Banging on buckets, man, just to try to
try to find a cockpit.
Got my man out here pulling out freaking schematics and drawings to build his own. Man, break out the miter saw. Oh my gosh, man. But yeah, it's been really a really good year for the industry. And I think what really reiterates that as well is, a lot of the results we're seeing on the Navigraph survey. And this one, and just to kind of, I guess, just be a perfect segue into the survey. Did you look at the flight lesson consideration?
I did.
Charlie?
I did.
And I'm going to read this. I might be able to share my screen, man. Hold on, let me see here and see if I can not completely jack this up. Let's see. Where are you? I need some like waiting music. Hold on here. There you go. That's perfect. All right, here we go. Let's see here. Close that. All right, cool. So looking at this one here, man, like flight lesson consideration when it comes to considering taking real world flight lessons within the next year. The results are comparable last year where more than 4 is considering taking real. That is awesome. I mean, not as big as I would like to see it, But
yeah, I'm surprised it's that way. I figured it would have been more yes than no.
You know, man, I think, and this is just Johnny talking here, I think the economy has a lot to do with it.
Shit.
You know, no.
Yeah.
We're just
gas $428 a gallon.
We're just gonna call out the elephant in the room and just, you know, I think
quarter oil $29. No,
I think you ain't far from the truth, man. Don't let it be full synthetic, my lord.
Oh, no, that's a kidney.
Oh gosh. I honestly feel the economy is driving some of the numbers we see here.
Yeah.
I'm not going to go to things like, gosh, bless it, 100 pages long. So we're not going to just go through the entire thing. That's about an episode and a half.
Oh, yeah. I was about to say, it'd take us a full day to do that.
Oh, my Lord, man. It'd be New Year's. It'd be like legit New Year's before we're done.
Yeah, it'd be New Year's 2025 when we were at the wrap that.
Oh, here we go. Here we go, Charlie. Not to change the subject.
Man, they showed up yesterday. They showed up. I still think we got hosed, but that's a whole nother podcast.
Charlie's college football podcast coming up soon, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah, I'm kind of sad, man. It's over. College football's over for the year for us.
Yeah, man. I'm telling you, this year has literally blown by. It's gone. Or maybe just because I'm getting old, I guess. I don't know.
Hey, they say the older you get, the faster it goes. I believe it.
Yeah, that's what they have. I believe it, man. That's definitely what they say. I guess while I have it up, we'll just kind of scroll together. Scrolling on the CTP. So let's see, intention, purpose. What is your main purpose of your flight simulator, of your flight simulation? Curious and interested in aviation. Man, that's freaking cool right there. You know, now granted, you got the casual gaming and entertainment. You know, that's cool.
Yeah.
But absolutely. Curiosity and interest in aviation. I'm telling you, man, it's 2020, and I'll give X-Plane a little clout as well. I think it's definitely playing a hand in making new aviators that we're desperately need, that whether or not they're flying aircraft, drones, or whatever. But I think things are becoming, a lot more airborne as our terrestrial-based forms of transportation is becoming more congested, more people flying, more things are being moved via air, and all that above. So that's really
I mean, you get a gallon of milk from Walmart right now, dropped off from a drone.
Yes, here in Dallas.
Dallas, yes, sir.
Yes. Oh yeah, man. Like that is a thing now. Like I never thought it would really be a thing, but it's totally a thing now. So, if you're doing GA ops, man, around Dallas, definitely. I mean, it's something we brief like all the time here because like there's drones flipping everywhere, and then not including
50 foot off the shelf.
Oh my gosh, man! And not including freaking Billy with his map, and it's freaking nuts. Entertainment. So let's see. For those, I guess this is for those who are chose for the entertainment purposes. What aspects of flight simulation do you find most enjoyable? Realism, role playing. Man, I honestly think this is probably why Asobo kind of geared 2024 into being like, a little more mission driven than 2020 was.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What
about you, Charlie? What do you think you fall in this category?
I would say, that's tough, man. See, I really enjoy the flight planning and preparation part of it. Like I really do. I love checking the weather and finding out what SID stars, stuff I like to use. I really enjoy that part.
Yeah.
Break my honeycomb.
Oh. Just put that out there, guys. We're going to donate a honeycomb. Charlie just broke it. So. I just heard a pop. I was like,
oh, throttle got in the way there.
Oh my gosh, we had no business running the show today.
No.
But training towards the pilot's license, 6.1%. I ain't gonna lie, I'd be kind of, I kind of would like to see that number up, but at the same time, I kind of get it.
Man, I was going to save it for later, but that kind of falls into, I mean, you're already starting to see pilot hiring projections for next year, and they're a lot lower.
Really?
Heck yeah, Delta's done announced that they're not hiring near as many. I think the cargo ops have too.
Oh, you know what, Charlie? Again, I think the economy has a lot driving that.
Got to.
I'm just saying, man. I mean, I haven't looked at the holiday number, the holiday travel numbers.
I hadn't either.
At all. I don't know if you can drum them up real quick, producer Charlie over there, but I'm curious. I'm curious to see the variables really driving it. While you're doing that, I'm gonna keep scrolling, guys. Let's see here. See if anything's interesting. Let's see. So, this is kind of where I fall into here. Staying current, cool. Please elaborate on how you use Flight Simulator for its purpose, especially like instrument flying proficiency. I think, and the procedure training. I think that's kind of where I fall into. Shout out to X-Plane 2020 because finally got that god awful freaking IPC out of the way.
Yeah, the numbers are up from.
Yeah, they look up, but apparently not up. Apparently not up enough because
4.9% from last year.
Yeah, well, I mean it's COVID, right? So I kind of
yeah, that's what they just specify pre-pandemic travel.
Yeah,
but they screened 17 million passengers in a week, and this article was the 23rd. So
really, okay,
that's a lot of folks, man.
Yeah, that's a lot of folks, man. And then you got the other sub segment. They're like, screw it, we're going to send it this year, and all that.
Yeah.
Let's see. I'm sorry, guys. Just kind of scrolling through here and taking a look at the survey. What aspects of aviation does Flight Simulator help you explore? Let's see. Mike says it goes to show. Oh man. Oh well, there we go. All right, it's going to show you how bad of a place we are economic wise. Yeah, and that's what I was kind of saying. I really think it's just how terrible the U.S. economy is doing right now. It's kind of kind of driving a lot of what's going on. Let's see. What aspects of aviation does Flight Simulator help you explore? Let's see. Learning proficiencies. Yeah, actually, I kind of fall into that. Flying skills and flight dynamics. See, this is kind of where it's a little subjectivity there. Because it's really hard to the procedural part of flying I can get behind for sure, but man, it's really hard to I don't know, well, I mean, if it's a high fidelity flight model, you can, I guess, capture characteristics of a particular airplane and capture that in the flight model and make it close. But even like the A2A, Comanche, it's like you're in the sim, right? So like stalls and steep turns, man, it's I don't know. But let's see here. Hardware setup. Let's see. Which hardware do you primarily use for your flight simulator? I'm kind of here. Desktop computer.
Xbox I'm surprised console. That Xbox console is that low.
Yeah, I really am, man. That's kind of interesting. Mobile device.
It's higher than Xbox.
So we're sending them on the phone. Holy smokes. I can kind of see that. Because Xbox Mobile, man, believe it or not, I don't know if you've ever tried it, but not Xbox Mobile. Yeah, Xbox Mobile. No, X-Plane Mobile. It's actually pretty dang good.
Really?
Yeah, it's You can do a basic point A to point B flight in
on your phone.
On your phone, yeah.
That's nuts.
I think that's kind of where our good friends at Yaman come into play, also. Because get a laptop or something like that, and have a little more. A little more realism there when it comes in as far as the hardware is concerned. So that's pretty cool. That's pretty cool, man. I totally thought Xbox was going to win that. I'm thinking Xbox is going to be like freaking like 60%.
No, man. When I saw that, I was like, holy crap.
But I get it though, right? I mean, man, it's hard to send on anything else other than that. Like my son,
I will say with the Allman stuff coming out, I expect that number to be a little bit higher next year.
To be a little bit higher. Yeah, I can definitely see that, man. Which I think they're dropping on the 8th of January. So if you guys do a lot of travel and happen to do a little simming on your laptop or whatever, definitely check out Yaman. I know it's going to be released on Sporties. I hadn't really double checked to see if they're going to be releasing everywhere. Hopefully our good friends will chime in and let us know. What additional peripheral hardware do you use in your simulator for all quadrant? Yeah.
Gotta have it.
Gotta have that. Freaking joysticks, axis control, ejection. See, who is the point A? I want to know. Someone chime in. Who is one of the 0.8 who's using a legit ejection seat? I just want.
That's hilarious.
Oh man, FAA approved. Yeah, I can see that, especially with X-Plane. I've actually seen a few of these simulators running X-Plane. Let's see here. And a lot of this is like, run of the mill. Several displays, however, use one. Don't you use like StreamYard or Stream Deck? Stream Deck, yeah. Don't you use that, Charlie?
I do. It's sitting right here.
Yeah. Would you say it'd be like a game changer in how you?
Oh God, yeah.
Really,
man? Because like I've got all my custom views set up. I've got a thing where I can fly the drone with this, in the showcase mode. Reset track IR.
Really?
I mean, there's millions of things.
Just to kind of show you how out of touch I am. So Stream Deck. So I see the button. So do you have to put stickers there where the buttons are, or is there little mini LCDs in there?
Yeah, they're little mini LCDs. You can you can build whatever.
Oh, okay.
Like I bought a starter pack and kind of did my own thing. It's like I've got an OBS page in here, so I can control OBS and have my views and everything, because I stream so much. But but it's there.
Which, by the way, Charlie's stream is coming up New Year's tonight.
Yeah, with New Year's 2050.
Oh my gosh, man, that's interesting, man. I tell you, like I kind of checked out as far as the whole. Because it's like I already have so much going on my desk now, man. I couldn't imagine not another piece of hardware occupying me. Like I don't have an inch of space. So that's pretty cool. VR headset. I tried it.
Yeah, you weren't a big fan of that. I'm still interested in it, but
I bet you'd be freaking sweet for freaking iRacing though. But
shoot, that's how them pros do it.
Man, I'm telling you, man.
I've seen some stuff on that. They say that once they switch to VR, gain like 2 or 3 tenths.
What?
Mm-hmm.
No way.
Because you think about it, you got your force feedback and you're in it. You're in it.
Yeah.
So that feel is there.
Yeah. You could I'm sure that definitely helps with your action.
But
also. Track IR, that's kind of where I'm using still when I do use it, man. But sometimes Track IR just gets in the freaking way, like with the core.
It does, man. See, and that's when I started using, because I've got the one with the core too, but just the one you put on your hat, that to me worked perfect in DCS. Perfect.
Did it really? They don't wear hats though. Maybe I should. I don't know. Now, if they had something that kind of clipped on your headset, maybe up here or something like that.
You could probably do it because it's pretty flexible.
Yeah.
I'd use some duct tape or something, but
right, some 100-mile-an-hour tape.
Yeah,
especially for this one. But yeah, man, I don't know, man. It's the whole head tracking thing. I think still has some more. I would love to see a wireless solution. I know they had the Tobii eye tracker, but you tried that, Charlie. That didn't work too well, did it?
I didn't like it, and probably the reason I didn't like it was my setup, the way it is, because I was actually having to look kind of because I had to mount it like it below my main TV.
Below eye level.
So it was kind of below eye level, but. Man, I'm just so used to the mouse now, and I just like it. I can turn it and just put it out the window. You know what I mean?
Yeah, exactly.
And walk away and come back, and it's the exact same spot I left it in. So,
yep, exactly. So that's
the head tracking stuff for me is, I'm over all that unless it was
VR or something. Let me see here. Several displays, inflatable autopilot. Yeah, we're totally using that one. Tomato juice. Who is using tomato juice as a hardware peripheral? I just want to go ahead and just want to know. But yeah, it's pretty interesting. Let's see. Xbox consoles percentage of Xbox X and S users is similar to this year for 2022. 20% increase from 3.7 to 5.1. And then for 1.3, 1.4 for Xbox Series S. Okay, I think a lot of that too is like folks who upgrade from the Series S to the X. I can kind of see that.
It just blows me away because, man, every daggum Facebook group I'm in that's flight sim related, somebody releases a plane. The first thing I see is it going to be released on Xbox. But yet we get these
But on the numbers,
there's nobody on Xbox.
Yeah.
I ain't gonna say nobody, but there's very few people in the grand scheme of things that are actually using an Xbox.
Hopefully,
and it could just be the people who's taking the survey too.
Right. So. And I was going to say the survey pool, I'm sure, has a huge, effect because there might be some Xbox users, dare I say it, that may not even know Navigraph's a thing.
Oh, absolutely.
So I can see that. Virtual reality. Here you go, Charlie. Do you own a VR headset? Let's see here.
Nope. That was interesting.
Holy cow, man. Yeah, I use it for replacing. Yes, but I don't use it. So dang, there's only like holy cow, man, almost 8% difference between, like I got one but don't use it for flight simulation. Probably use for iRacing, just saying.
Well, either that or their PC can't run it.
Yeah, that's man, the horsepower those things need. What brands? HTC. I think Pimax is a pretty popular one. QLED. Yeah, I think that's a pretty popular one. Crazy expensive too. I think that thing's like a brand or something like that. Some stupid.
Yeah. Our friend Ricky just got him one.
Oh, too cool. Well, the problem is most people that did the survey is PC. There you go. Pascal. Yep.
You're spot on.
Most people did surveys for a lot of Xbox users don't have Navigraph, so don't know about this exactly. So what I want to know, and Microsoft is probably not coming off of the data. I want to know how many Xbox users truly do we have. I think we'll be surprised by the number.
Why would they keep that? Like, I don't understand why they would not make that known.
Because they're Microsoft.
Yeah, there is.
We're not saying.
It's a secret.
It's a secret.
But anyways,
I'm pretty sure. I'm telling you, man, we messed up when we said we're going to do this last minute.
Yeah, we really did. I should have just left this out of the chat.
Oh my gosh, graphics card
4090.
Yeah. Oh my god,
man,
15%.
That one's hard
14%, bro.
That one's hard for me to believe, especially $2,500 for a damn card. Sorry, pardon my French.
Charlie's not trying to hear it.
I am not trying to hear it. Because that little 4080 right there does just fine.
Just fine, man. My little 4070.
And it ain't even on here.
Man, she's ticking, running like a phone machine.
Exactly.
No issues.
No issues. Max almost everything.
Man, yeah. Let's see, 3080 is still up there, but man, 3080 is still oh, hold on here. Let's see what Pascal said. It's in the 100,000 users. I do know that.
Wow,
that's not surprising, man. I'm telling you, because just like you download it and boom, it's there.
It's there.
All I got is a 3060, brother. I was right there with you, man.
Hey, man, I've got one in my old one
until mine just petered out, man. She was too pooped to pop, and
old salesman Johnny got me on that one.
Here we go. See, and here's the thing. Here's the thing, CTP family. I don't even hardly pay Charlie much attention anymore. He's like, man, when you think about this airplane, I'm not saying, because you're gonna cop it, and then you're gonna not send the thing, and then I'm like, Johnny, so Johnny dropping the whole. I was like, man. I was like, man, yeah, but no, there's gosh, Charlie. There is nothing wrong with a 3060. I mean, I was running that thing in 1080p with not one issue. I think, man, I think it was more, I think what happened, I ended up kind of getting frustrated anyway, and I saw that they had dropped the 4070s, like the Founders Editions, to like, I think it was like $399, something like that. So I'm like, yeah, cop. So
yeah,
that was the only reason why I migrated.
Especially
but yeah, man, 20.
That's just hard for me to believe there's that many using that.
Yeah, man, it could be though, man. Again, we got to consider the survey pool also. A lot of us who take these surveys, man, we're elbows deep into the hobby, and like exactly what we do. So it's like, yeah, I got a 4090,
Yeah.
I have been looking at a 4070, but 40 looks good, but the price, really trying to see if the price jump for the 4080. You can probably speak on that, Charlie. Isn't that what you have? 4080?
Yeah, I've got a 4080, and yeah, it was expensive, but man, does she run? Like typically, because I've got the little monitor, my GPU's running pretty much max settings. I've got a few things tweaked just for performance, like trees and grass. Hey, I ain't saying that at 500 miles an hour, But usually my GPU loads around 60-65%.
Oh man, that's not bad.
So CPU, I've got the 13700, and it's normally like 40%. So
yeah.
System runs cool, which is why I built it the way I did, is I wanted it to be cool, not hot.
Not hot, yep. That's like the 4070 for me, I'm getting, 50, 60 frames a second in some areas.
Oh yeah. Yep.
And it's also about the pairing too, the CPU GPU pairing,
Big key right there.
Big key, you got to be able to move the data, right? So if I went and I got an i5 and I copped a 4090, I mean, it's
being
like
fine.
Right. It's like trying to, water your garden with a water hose, and the water hose is being fed by a freaking tanker. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, putting a Chevy 350 on a Troy built lawnmower.
Not the freaking Murray, man. Oh man. But I thought you were going to make a joke about the Tecna, man. I'm glad you avoided that one.
Oh no. Okay. I need to get in that thing again.
Yeah, it's been a minute. The Traveler, you talking about the other one, man? That may have gained like 100 miles an hour.
No, two-stroker.
I go out there, hit the pull rope, man.
Yeah, that's it. Speaking of aircraft in the hangar, I don't fly.
That's terrible, man.
But man, that thing does fly good. Golly.
Yeah, she flies amazingly well. They did a really good job on the dynamics, man. It's just like, because even the real one, they said it's really hard to stall, and they captured it, man. They did a really good job with it.
Before the Comanche, that was probably my favorite flying plane.
Yeah,
like his feel wise, it was that 2006 T.
Yeah, the Traveler's pretty. It's a little quicker. So definitely some opportunities because I think Cape Air had a hand in, they were one of the customers like, hey, this is the mission we're trying to do, and Technip was like, hey, we'll build an airplane for you, and that was the 2012. So, it did an amazing job with that. What graphics card do you primarily use for like NVIDIA all day?
Oh, NVIDIA, AMD didn't run.
Intel, man, 2.9. I thought they had a hard time.
They did.
Did they? Okay. Yeah, I was wondering, man. That's interesting.
Because when that card first come out, they had huge problems with it.
Huge issues. Yeah, I do remember that. Man, we're just in page 50. Good Lord.
Yeah, we're getting to the good stuff there at 52 and 3, I think. Right?
52. Well, right here.
Was that
right
it?
Here?
Yeah, there you go.
Okay.
No.
How often? What you said, Charlie?
Was that it? Sorry, I'm trying to follow you over here.
No, that's okay. Yeah, drop me a page number, brother. We'll hit it. Let's see.
There you go. Right there. 3.6.2. Right there on that page.
Cool. Yeah, I feel like I'm at church. Chapter 12, verse 2.
Yeah.
Turn to Luke. Yeah. But let's see, how often do you fly any of the following flight simulator software? Man, I'm gonna tell you, dude, I'm totally sending that GeoFly. I don't even know what that is. What's Geo?
Aerofly.
Yeah, Aerofly. I've heard some pretty cool things, but I just like I got 2B sims. Man, who's sending Flight Sim 2002? Wow.
Yeah, man. I was like, dang, that's old.
Wow, 2004. But I will say, man, there's some aircraft that just haven't had a good successor in any other platform. So a lot of folks hold on to like 2002, 2004 just to fly their so I get FSX, I can see that.
Yeah. 100%.
Yeah, 2000 Flight Sim 2020. I'm sorry. 2020, yeah. Yeah, it's like what? Yeah, it's like over 70%. Totally get that. Let's see, Laminar, and as usual, I mean, what it's MSFS, X-Plane 12, DCS.
That's it. But what I was surprised was how many people aren't in 12 yet compared to the survey.
Yeah, that's true, man. I'll say this though, and it kind of goes back to there are still a lot of aircraft in X-Plane 11.5 that have yet to be migrated over to X-Plane 12. So a lot of folks hold on to it, There's a lot of people who also they like, because since X-Plane 12 doesn't really rely on, like the registry and it's really easy to move around. Yeah. They'll have both versions. So
yeah,
I get that. X-Plane Mobile, yeah, that's a thing. Infinite Flight, that's interesting. Lockheed Martin P3D, yep, version 5. Didn't they do a version 6 just released? Or version 5 was a newer one?
Version 5 is a new one. They announced it at Expo.
Really? Okay, yeah, man, way out of touch with that one. Let's see. So, which is your primary flight simulator? Microsoft Flight Simulator. Yeah,
there you
go. I would say I kind of fall into that as well. I don't know, man. It depends on what I'm feeling. So, it's like 650 ops. I'm not thinking about Microsoft Flight Simulator, but
no. But it's definitely amazing that there's that many people compared to X-Plane on 2020.
Man, it's just that, and I think it has a lot to do with, one, availability, the dev availability. There's a lot of developers working on Microsoft Flight Simulator. There's a lot of marketing behind Microsoft Flight Simulator. They have a whole, a whole console demographic, that's tapped into. And then they got like billions of dollars behind them. So yeah, those numbers totally make sense.
Oh yeah, they make sense for sure.
Totally makes sense. So
now let's be honest, if I'm a developer, do I want to try to hit 13% of the market?
I'm just saying,
try
to
hit 71%.
I'm just saying, man. The numbers don't lie. Much as I love the flight modeling, and like I said, 2020 is getting there. As much as I love the flight modeling, these developers can't, they can't do this stuff for free.
Yeah.
And, so you got to go where the market takes you, so yeah, that totally get it, man. Totally get it. Flight planning, everybody knows. Freaking Navigraph.
For the win.
I mean, for the win.
I love you, man.
Garmin Pilot, something I use, but that's just for proficiency. Jeppesen Flight Deck Pro.
It's funny. Is on here. That's interesting.
What's that, brother?
4Flight's on there, 5.8%.
Let me go up. Yeah, I see that. Because there's a lot of because I think Mike uses it as well. And it goes back to train how you fly, and there's a lot of updates. Yeah, if it's 4Flight's anything like Garmin Pilot, I'm sure there's like a butt ton. You get updates all the time, and you kind of want to be familiar with being able to navigate it quickly,
exactly,
and efficiently. So,
especially if you're in the air for real.
Yeah, so a lot of times I'll build what I want to fly in Garmin Pilot, then I'll bring it over into Navigraph. That way I can push it to wherever I need to push it to.
Yeah.
Or, whatever, like especially flight planning, man, because that's a skill that is indeed perishable. So that's, man, none of this is like surprising,
Nah, shoot, no.
Dang, there's still people using FS Build. Wow, that's old school.
I hadn't even heard of that.
Man, it's from back in the day. I don't see let's see, PF. Oh, there's PFPX. PFPX, man, is pretty dang good because it gives you a little more in-depth flight planning tools to use. There's definitely more dispatch oriented. Yeah, it's pretty.
I've never even heard of it.
I don't even know if they're even supporting it still. I don't know. But I know that it is indeed still a thing and a lot of people still use it. What else here?
Oh, yeah, they got a website, so
yeah, it's probably still a thing. Sim Toolkit, I can see that. Sky Vector, little nav map. Have you used a little nav map at all? Have you used it?
Never have.
Well, neither. All right, neither.
Oh wow, this is legit.
Yeah, I told you, man. Like it's like you're talking like straight up like dispatch level, and then you can also tie. They also have a performance planner, if I'm not mistaken. That has a lot of aircraft performance values built in, and you can like no joke get some performance numbers, like no joke performance numbers. So
that's crazy.
Yeah, it's pretty interesting, man. Last year's result, yeah, we kind of know that. Let's see what charts. Of course, Navigraph charts for sure. But then again, I can definitely see, 4Flight, Mobile EFB. Where's Garmin Pilot? Who's?
I didn't say Garmin.
Oh, there's a 1.2%. I guess I'll be that 1.2. I mean,
Johnny's the only person in this survey.
The only person. Like, yeah, I use DP. But 4Flight's popular, man. And not to take anything from it, it's just like I kind of, just like using GTNs, using Garmin, like, Garmin. I don't know. I just kind of gravitate to it. Let's see. Visual flight tracking. It's talking about visual flight tracking and Navigraph. Yeah. They got a little nav map.
I use them both. I use Volanta and Navigraph.
Volanta, yeah. I haven't tried Volanta.
I love it, man.
Really?
I just like it because it tracks your previous flights.
Kind of like logbook.
Yeah, basically that's what it is. Because I was actually just looking at it. So I've done 127.2 thousand miles.
Oh, I see it. I see it there in the background. Oh, yeah, that's pretty cool.
You can see where Charlie stays. Look at that map,
man. Nothing over on the West Coast. Man, zoom that map in, brother. Let me see it. Go over to the West Coast. Crickets, bro.
Crickets, man. Only place is about Ontario flying boxes.
Yeah, man. But hey,
That's hilarious. Look at
and it's so sad because Mike gets onto us all the time, man.
All the time.
Dude, like there's
so
that
much trip to Cancun I was telling you about.
Hadn't sent that thing since, man.
Ain't not since, bro.
How often have we? How often do we do that, y'all? Like we'll go and then we'll pick up the scenery just because it looks amazing and it's awesome.
$25. Send it once.
Send it once, never to be sent again. I'm horrible at that, and I gotta get better, man. I told him I was like, yeah, I'm going to Ontario, man. Still ain't gone to freaking Ontario. Because I like to do what is the UPS run has a run.
Yeah, they got a hub there
because I like to run that Salt Lake to Ontario. It's pretty cool. They have a pretty cool arrival. But again, man, there's still so much to be said on the West Coast until it's like, man, I don't know. But yeah, I don't even really. I have Simulink, but I've seldomly run it.
Really?
Yeah, and I guess it goes back to I don't like running multiple things in the background when I got my sim. I try to mitigate as much as I can.
Yeah. Shoot, mine's running right now.
Yeah. Oh, that's weird. Simulator habits. Usage. Ooh, this is interesting. Usage times per week. How many times do you use Flight Simulator per week on average? 3 hours there. 10 hours plus. Man, that was probably me, back in my younger days. Like, I can totally see 10 hours plus, hey man, let's jump on Sim, but that's a lot, man. 10 hours a week. That's a lot.
That's a lot.
Yeah, that's a lot. I'm trying to think. No. I mean, I might, depending, especially the holidays, I might get like 4 or 5.
Wait, I think that's just how many times. I think the hours are below that.
Is it?
Yeah, that's saying how many times. I guess that's how many times
okay.
you fired it.
Yeah. Okay. Gotcha. Yeah. It's all right, Johnny. It's totally read. But
so Johnny would be like 25.
Yeah, 25. Yeah, right there. Guilty. All right. Hours. Here we go. Hours per session. I'll probably kind of fall between like 1-2 hours.
1 or 2, yeah, that's about where I'm at.
Well, 1-2 hours.
As a matter of fact, I think I said 2 because anywhere I fly is an hour. So by the time you load up all that, you're 2 hours in.
Yeah, about 2 hours in, yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
Last year, simulator, that's about right. Flight rules. How do you normally fly the simulator? Let's see. Last year, So looking at VFR, those numbers make sense. IFR. I mean, airliner, right? It's mostly going to fall in that IFR category. And then some folks just say send it, screw the rules. So I get that too. I've done that. I've done that a time or two for sure.
Yeah.
Combat in 2020, we're talking 2020 or just combat DCS. Yeah. I think probably just in general, you think, Charlie?
Yeah.
Yeah. So there's that. Aircraft types. Ooh, so
there it is.
What do you enjoy flying in this simulator?
Yes.
Narrow.
Yes.
Man, narrow body, wide body. Yeah, see, I don't have time, and that's kind of where I think I end up picking turboprops. I think I end up picking turboprops because it kind of falls in that range for me.
Yeah.
For what type of flying I do. Business jets at the time, especially in 2020, there was like
0.
Yeah. So, but X-plane, that was definitely my jam. So yeah, that makes sense. Helicopters, eVTOL aircraft, man. I don't even think there's any of that in 2020. It's probably X-plane, drones.
But it's good to see the helicopter number.
Yeah, man, helicopters number. And again, man, between FastCal and HPG, they're definitely in Cowan Sim as well. Definitely don't want to sleep on those guys also. Definitely are driving that number there. So that's nice to see. Because again, I think I said this like way back when. I mean, it's 2020 is like the perfect platform for that. For sure.
Heck yeah.
For sure. Eric, what MSFS 2020 aircraft do you normally fly? Well, of course, Airbus A320, PMDG right under it. Neo, like none of that surprising. Shout out to A2A, man. That's awesome. Heck yeah. The top GA general aviation airplane on the platform.
Yep.
That's really cool. Really cool. Let's see.
That ATR number surprises me though.
Where's the ATR? That's the dang, way down there.
Third from the end. TBM. Wow. Look at the 850.
Yeah. Where's the 850?
The very bottom.
Oh gosh, yeah, it's way down there. Man, I don't know. Let me see. How can I best describe? Because I picked it up.
I did too. I've got it.
Yeah, it wasn't bad, man. I was just honestly a little underwhelmed because they marketed it so much as, from a perspective
system standpoint.
Systems, yeah.
Failures,
yeah, which is great. And I mean, it flies great. It flies amazingly well. But there's just some things like the sounds. I think they kind of took some of the default TBM sounds and tweaked them a little bit. It's like, man, I could have put a little bit of effort into it. I don't know. But yeah, that totally makes sense here. Comanche 250 for the win. Sweet. Explain aircraft add-ons. We're not able to compile this. Therefore, dang. P3D, yeah, they're like, yeah, we didn't even file any results for that. Social media. All right. So, what social media platforms are you use consuming flight simulation? Like YouTube. Yeah, it's YouTube all day. Discord, Facebook, Reddit. That's the thing. Do you know any like flight sim TikTokers? I don't even have TikTok on my phone, so I don't know.
No.
That's interesting.
Don't.
Let's see here.
Well, I mean, other than I think I seen Blue on there the other day. But yeah, I don't. My algorithms on TikTok is not anything for flight sim. It's like race cars and tractors and cows.
Nothing. No, it's good, man. Let's see. Media consumption, FS Elite. Yep, shout out to our friends at FS Elite for sure. That's no surprise.
I don't see CTP on here.
Man, we're not really we just kind of like come in after the fact and just like talk about events.
We're the cleanup crew.
Yeah, we're come behind the rooms and the dustpans and like talk about a lot of the goings on, man. It is shout out to these guys because I'm gonna tell you, media coverage is to do it like in a legit way is a full-time
job
and a half. And these guys who hit this top, I say like the top 5 mark, even the top one,
top 6.
I mean, it's a full-time job. So,
even like PC Pilot, that's interesting.
Well, I think because it's the magazine thing, and there's, I don't know, I think PC Pilot falls more into like the and again, guys, keep me honest, but I've noticed them mostly like the European type. I think PC Pilot's real big over there.
Oh, okay, that makes sense.
I remember like seeing a lot of their magazines, and that was like some amazing looking magazines. Like,
see, man, I love I'm old school. I love magazines.
Yeah,
I ain't going to Ingalls and getting the magazine. Just ain't gonna happen.
So I think that's kind of why that number's there. But yeah, if it's the fleet, man, I ain't gonna lie, that's normally probably one of the first places I check too. But yeah, that's
almost
cool.
Instantaneous. You don't have to wait a month.
Nope, literally instantaneous. Online ATC networks, and no surprises here. Participation. Have you flown ATC online in the past 12 months? Of course, I picked yes. And I don't know, man. I think Beyond ATC may chomp into this number a little bit, especially for online ATC. Whenever it drops, I think it might be.
Well, here's the thing about it. If they do it the way I think they're going to do it and think about this for just a second, man.
Mm-hmm.
You saw the video
of
Beyond ATC.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So they're going to have the AI directing the default traffic. That's going to be more than likely synced up with something like Flight Radar 24 or FlightAware.
Mm-hmm.
So you're literally going to have, I mean, it's real time.
Real time. Yep.
It's not, okay, well, there's 5 folks flying into Atlanta or 5 folks flying in, out of Dallas. You know,
you're dealing with legit traffic.
Legit right now traffic.
Yep.
So,
yeah,
it's hurry up.
Hurry up, man. I ain't gonna lie. I might be a day warner here.
100% for me.
No lies about that. Let's see. What other ATC related? Let's see. Which of the following online ATC networks have you flown? Batsim, IVAO.
Have you ever done? I did. That's the first one I ever did was IVAO.
Really?
Just because it was text based, I didn't have to.
Oh, that's what it is. Okay. Pilot Edge for sure. POSCON. Other. I'm not sure what that is. Oh, okay. All right. That's interesting. ATC network feedback. What do you like most about online ATC networks? Basically, realism immersion, obviously. No surprises there. Let's see, ATC networks.
Why not?
Why not? Yeah, it's basically what they're asking, guys. So why not? So 38% chose I can't commit to fly in real time or want to be able to pause my simulation. I can see that. There's a lot. Yeah. There's sometimes I don't because like, dang, I may have to go and help fix dinner and stuff like that. And see, Pascal says, "Yep, IVAO. I learned on."
Yep.
Yep. Oh man. I don't know how to speak to air traffic control, man. I'm gonna tell you, beyond ATC, like this sub-segment here, I think beyond ATC for sure will be the product for you.
Absolutely, but like you said, man, I hadn't thought about that. That's definitely going to cut into.
Man, yeah, heck yeah. Let's see, what done us last year? Virtual airlines. Are you a member of Virtual Airline?
5,
yeah. Wait, hold on. I thought you were like 5%. I was like, wait, no, you see that? Whoa,
I think 5. It's 5.
Really?
Let's see. Yeah, Delta, VA, FedEx, UPS, Southwest, and American.
Mm-hmm. I mean, I can see it for the routes for sure. Like, you know.
Well, that's me. That's why I do it, man. I like flying a purpose. Like, I hate.
Right.
Okay, I'm gonna fly out of Atlanta. Where do I want to go? No, just
right.
Where am I at with my plane currently, and that's it.
That's it. Yeah.
Send it.
Yep. I think that's kind of me, Pascal. Like, I don't have time to like commit. You know, and so it's
because you got to fly it or they kick you out.
Really?
Yeah, 30 days. You have to do one every 30.
Oh man, see, I don't know. Let's see. Bad side being the Vav. Yeah, man. I know you guys have a hard time even flying, you know, and flight sim period.
You in that thing all day. You don't want to get fired up and fly something.
15 days, man. I was like, I don't want to see like not one PLC this entire vacation, and then I got logic messing with SPAD. Dadgummit.
I got him.
Yeah, freaking Charlie. Oh, Charlie's fault. Segue. So yeah, we did. So I did end up doing a thing. I'm trying Corsair 3.5. Just, you know, as awesome as it is, you know, we started to kind of mess around with some advanced features, stuff like that. And in terms of binding, so I ended up downloading SPAD, and it's just a bit of a curve, but it's pretty nice. Pretty nice to be able to have that, you know, level of control as far as, you know, hardware bindings and things like that. You know, so that's kind of what I have been doing as of late. So it's kind of where it's like, man, I feel you. Totally feel you.
So I need the 300. the Lear profile. What else do I want?
Oh my goodness, man.
I ain't worried about PMDG.
Man, they got a ton of profiles you can just download for PMDG.
Really?
Yeah, it's, you know, it's PMDG, so it's like,
yeah. 8,000 of them.
Yeah, man, and one. Let's see. So it's going into Expo, I think. Which flight simulator exhibitions or conferences have you visited during
this? Was interesting.
Yeah, 9% said none.
None.
Expo 3%. Well, it's not interesting, man, because again, the economy. I mean, it's not cheap to.
Oh, that's true.
Rally up and get folks up there, stuff like that. I mean, so it's like, yeah, I mean, unless it just happened to be pretty close to your town or whatever, I can see that. I can totally see that. Flights to Mexico, Houston, 3%. Yeah,
I guess what I thought was interesting, dude, seeing how many people we saw at Expo.
Oh man,
90%.
90%.
No, like there was a lot of friggin' people there.
Yeah, there was a lot, man. I think a lot of that too. There was a lot of local Houstoners as well. A lot of folks that were pretty native to the area. So
didn't think of it like that.
Yeah, but to your point, man, there was a lot of people flying in also.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, Oshkosh FS weekend. I'm not going to try to pronounce that. Let's
Leostat.
see. Yeah, what did you say? Leostat.
Leostat.
Okay, Leostat.
Leostat. I don't know, man. I'm Southern. I can't speak. I can't speak Spanglish.
Oh man, old linguist Charlie there.
Yeah.
ILS Flight Sim weekend. I think that's another thing too, man. I would love to see more gatherings.
Yeah.
Because that's I think a lot of these are European, and so there's 4, versus 2 here. It's I guess
Oshkosh.
Oshkosh is really
shouldn't even be on here, in my opinion.
Yeah. Well, there's some flights. I think there's some flight simulator related.
Is there?
Things. Yeah.
Well, like Redbird or something like that.
Yeah, and some other stuff, but
okay,
man. Yeah. But yeah, I think we would definitely nice to see more of that.
Yeah.
Planned. Who's going to Vegas? None. 78.2% said nope, not going. Flight Sim Expo Vegas, Nevada, 9%. Oshkosh 5.7. No, they do it. Oh, that's right, Fast Cow. Yeah, they do a big, that virtual Oshkosh event.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, that's true.
That's right.
Mike did that, actually.
Yeah, I think Mike did that one time. That was pretty cool watching them. So I know CTP will be at Oshkosh this year. Not Oshkosh, Man Wish. Well, maybe, I don't know. Flight Sim Expo. Awesome. We'll definitely be there at Flight Sim Expo for sure. At least some of the team. I don't know. Let's see, consumption habits. Let's see how much money folks have spent. Yeah.
$0.
How much do you estimate you have spent on flight simulation, software aspects? Oh my Lord, I don't even want to answer this one.
No.
I forgot what.
They ain't even got my category listed.
Charlie's about way over here.
yeah, broke. Is there a category that says broke?
Oh my gosh! Yeah,
$30 in the bank. Let me buy this $28 scenery.
I think the McDoubles are still $1, so we can eat on that. Till payday. Oh my gosh, man!
Hope we got beanie weenies in the pantry. Oh man!
Oh, better cop that scenery that you're going to fly to once. My Lord!
With a plastic spoon.
Oh my gosh! Lack of priorities in CTP.
Yeah.
Let's see here. Software expense. As you're spending on software decrease. Yeah, I probably say increase as well. Yeah, definitely increase. Moving along. Online stores. From which online stores do you purchase your flight simulation software products the past 12 months? Marketplace. Yeah, I see that, man, because that's like the first question you see some of the Discords, like, is it going to be on Marketplace? You
see, and me personally, I would rather buy it not on Marketplace.
Yeah, here's
why. My current situation, with the Steam and Microsoft store with my sim, if you buy it through the Marketplace, that's the only license you get. It cannot be transferred. anything.
That's crazy. Like legit, that's the case.
Yeah, that's why I'm not switching. Like if I went to Steam, I would have to buy the Honda Jet. Everything that I've purchased would have to be repurchased because that would be a Steam license key for that product.
Oh, that's awful.
That's the deal.
That's awful. Me personally, I'm along the lines of like Orbix, in the store, Contrail. If I can buy it direct from the dev,
that's what I like to do.
That's the way to go for me.
Yep.
I like to try to get, as much of the profits straight to the developer as I can.
Absolutely.
And then there's a lot of devs who just prefer the marketplace just for patch management.
Easy to use. Yeah.
Yep.
I could see that.
Yeah, that's what I do. I normally do Orbits because you can use it both ways. Yeah, you're spot on, Fast Cow, on that. Because man, I don't know. Hardware expenses. How much?
Just keep scrolling. I ain't worried about that.
We're totally. All right, where do you fall on this graph, Charlie?
In the last 12 months, man, honestly, I haven't bought much of nothing.
Yeah,
Flight Simulator.
Flight Simulator. Yeah,
because I've got the Honeycomb. So
yeah. As far as like
hardware, if you say like a Stream Deck, to me, that's not really hardware. Microphone, like to me, that's not.
Yeah.
Necessarily flight sim related. So
hardware wise, like legit hardware thing, the only thing I bought was the WinWing joystick. Yeah,
I got out of that before,
Yeah,
Johnny got me in a bind on that.
Oh my goodness, here we go again. Every time I bring up something about buying something, and he started coming out of the woodwork. Oh, Johnny got me in the bind because he convinced me. He held my hand while I clicked that button and bought something I ain't sent once.
Bad influence.
Use that dang Jedi mind trick.
He did, man.
Oh man, but yeah, I don't know, Charlie. I'm probably like $200-$300 hardware wise. Yeah, outside of PC,
that's. I probably ain't that high.
Yeah, I'm like probably there. Wants and needs most valued aircraft feature. Which features and on aircraft do you value the most? Complexity of systems and systems depth. Realism.
I thought that was interesting.
Man, I'm gonna say
where do you fall? Where do you fall?
Complexity of aircraft systems. But I say this: devs give, the devs who do give the community this, then there's backlash. There's like, why isn't this working the way I expected it to? Because the system of the aircraft in which it was simulated is designed that way. Yeah. Man, like, I see that a lot. Like when SWS dropped that PC-12, man, why is my yoke moving when I pick the rudder pedal? Something is, and they don't word it within the context of, hey, is this accurate? This something.
They immediately think it's broke.
Like, and if folks took time to read, and then I'm guilty of it as well. I've done that. Sent it, whatever. But like it says in the manual that the rudder and the yoke are linked. They're interlocked. So
you
taxi
with the yoke.
Yeah, and like it's like we want these things, or like another one I hear. What's another one I hear? Oh, is there any way to like aircraft that aren't really meant to import flight plans? Like, is there any way I can import a flight plan? You know what I'm saying? Like, it's like you want your cake and eat it too. And I don't know.
On the salmon side though, I kind of get that too. But
yeah, I do.
You can't have complexity if you're not physically,
or true. I guess
true to life.
True to life, right?
True to life. Yes.
Yeah, I guess that's the better way of putting it.
I want all these systems and all this stuff, but I want to just click a button and import SimBrief. Like,
yeah, or like the way the taxi system is works on the Lear. there's been a lot of issues with that. So there, a lot of devs, they do what they can to make it more accommodating, because some of the features are the nuances with some of these aircraft, require facilities that just aren't in some sims, especially 2020.
Yeah.
So they have to be coded around, or something back, something has to be coded outside of the sim to facilitate things to happen within the sim. You know what I'm saying? So and then we're not even talking about price. So they, a lot of us, we want all of these things, but for like $20.
Yeah. Exactly right.
Awkward silence. Like I totally meant for that silence to be there. $20. $20. So it's like we just gotta be aware of what we're asking for.
Knowing one piece of that probably took that dev a day to do, and you want to pay him $20 for it. Like, I don't know. Pay a man what he's worth.
Yeah, man. I think that's what it really boils down to.
Message.
Message. Oh my gosh! Again, other simulator. Are you interested in any other forms of simulation? Heck yes, I am. So I get, that's about right. Car racing, automotive. Look at that. Look at those numbers there, Charlie.
That's it.
That's it, man. iRacing. Saw your fault, Steve.
The Steve.
Steve. Oh, Steve. But yeah, I see that.
Heck, he's a heck of a salesman now that I think about it.
Yeah, exactly. So it's not all me, Charlie. It's not all me,
man. Y'all just need to start a business selling folks stuff.
Oh man, whatever, man.
Lord.
It's just, I don't know, man. I tell you, I just I
got it.
I love to give the developers the credit that they deserve. And lately, some of these, like even we had a good friend, Fast Cow Simulations on. Some of the things they're doing with these helicopters, and Steve and HPG, they're doing with these aircraft are freaking just insane.
Insane.
And I just if some of these things, like if you're at all interested in even visiting or sticking your foot into any sort of facet of, whatever product that they develop, I mean, heck, definitely give them a shout out. So I think that's, I think, a lot of times I feel so passionate because a lot of, these guys, they put their heart and their souls into, these products, and, they definitely show in a lot of them for sure. Space, man, have I been doing any kind? No, not really. I used to tear up some Elite Dangerous, but I kind of like it.
Yeah.
Let's see, city civilization. So that's probably like Sims or something like that.
Yeah,
farming,
City Skylines.
Yeah, farming. Don't you do a little bit of that, Charlie?
I do.
Yeah,
every day.
Oh man, real
play with cows all day, come home and farm on the computer.
Man, it's no different than aviation, man. A lot of us go send something, and then it's like, man, I want to fly an Airbus or something like that, because a lot of us, it's about the closest, a lot of us will see or whatever, or want to see or whatnot. So train and roll. Oh my gosh, I can't talk. Train and oh my gosh, old Hanna-Barbera Charlie over here.
That's what they call
it. Train and railroad. Yeah, I haven't been trained simulator. No, not really, man. And the reason why is our good friend Spur Gaming has really been piquing my interest to getting back into Run 8. So I really hadn't really messed with Train Sim World at all. But man, I've just been like engrossed in iRacing here lately. I hadn't even messed with DCS here as of late. But iRacing, yeah, I can totally, I'm telling you, man, like it's definitely an experience. I know we're a flight simulation and aviation show till they get it out, but definitely can't help but appreciate that for sure. Gaming. What else do you play? Yeah, a lot of us are gamers, so that totally makes sense there. Yeah, we're almost to the end, y'all. Let's see. The future. MSFS 2024 purchase likelihood. You gonna pick it up, Charlie?
100%.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to get it, man. It's
like
yeah,
it's not even to me. It's not even crossed my mind. Why would I not?
Yeah, man. I know that. Hold on. Sorry. Fast Cow Shots said message. Just see. Yes, I know I will have some backlash come in because all my stuff is how the aircraft really is, and I'm not making an
easy way.
That's 100% behind that, Fast Cow. 100% behind that.
It's the way it's supposed to be.
Yeah. If you want to send that particular variant of aircraft, then send it all the way. Don't just like do it. Nah, I can't believe it out. But don't just like halfway do it. That's I'm right there with you. If it's hard in the aircraft, I mean, make it hard in the hard in the sim. I'm totally with you 100%, my friend, for sure. But yeah, I'll pick it up. I'll pick it up. Expectations 2024 performance and optimization 100%. Improved graphics. I mean, how much? They're already pretty dang good. I'm with the improved weather, because we get kind of wild about the clouds, but man, I hadn't noticed a whole lot of variety in the clouds. I don't know.
See, I'm default scenery.
And the default scenery as well.
And it's at the bottom of the list almost.
Yeah, that's surprising, Charlie.
That's what I'm saying. Like, that's me. I don't want to have to. Because we know the Vales are not going to make all the single runway
for every freaking airport.
Mount airports. You know what I mean?
Like,
we need a good, solid default base. And shout out to X-Plane. They did it.
Yeah, with the gateway. So I'm hoping the gateway becomes something in 2024 that's freaking native, because I'm sorry, especially for business jet travel. Let's say you go to, I don't know, Paducah, Kentucky. Do you know any third-party scenery that is of Paducah, Kentucky?
Nope.
Muscle Shoals, Alabama.
Nope.
Payson, Arizona. Coolidge. I'm saying the name goes on, but there's someone who's jumped in way in the next plane.
Meridian, Mississippi.
MEI. We just now got Jackson and got two of them actually. Woo! But that's the immersion killer. So you'll go fly to, let's say, I don't know. I think there actually is some scenery out there on the Flight Sim Tattoo Place in Arizona, but I don't know. Gila Bend, Arizona. I'm just throwing out.
Even your cities, bro. Like your what is it? Like PDKs.
Yeah.
And your what's the word I'm looking for? Executive airports around cities. Yeah. Like there's not a lot of them.
No.
You know what I mean?
Like, you have to put in a request, and then the freeware devs who are doing some of these airports, they're inundated with freaking requests. So and then I haven't looked at the SDK, but I don't know how easy it is, because I know WED, honestly, man, like 15-20 minutes, you can at least like correct taxiways and stuff. It's pretty intuitive. I don't know if you mess with it, but WED is pretty intuitive for next way. And that's what a lot of folks did. Like, it's not even like you got to completely redesign anything, just like make them accurate. I'm really surprised at that, Charlie.
Me too.
Yeah, weather radar
seasons,
Yeah, I like to see that.
See, I'm surprised with weather radar, because is that not like the one thing you need to fly?
Yeah, I kind of need that.
Look, it's a big dark cloud. Let's just
look
go
at
right
it.
through
Yeah, let's just pull straight through it, man. You can look at it on BatSim.
Ain't no rain or hail in that thing.
You can overlay the weatherman on BatSim and just see all types of aircraft careening through it. And that's another thing I wish that would be, a little more emphasized, in 2024, is make us pay for making bad decisions in weather.
Man, that's good.
You're not sending anything in the middle of a cell. You're just like, if you can help it, you're just not doing that. See
and avoid
microburst, right? It's not like you're gonna like instantly. I mean, it's not like you're like instantly disintegrate. Hitting going through a cell, but it makes you wish you didn't. I go lie, like it makes you wish you didn't. And yeah, like come on, lightning. Like, have you seen lightning in 2020? I may have seen it.
Very rare.
Yeah, and especially sometimes with those big systems, man, you'll see those bangers all over the place. Like,
well, heck yeah, you'll see lightning 30 miles from us.
Oh man, yeah.
There's so much electricity in the air.
Yeah, I really wish to put more, put more emphasis on that. But
and
who
improved stability was the last one. Did you see that?
Yep.
Really?
Yep.
Stability.
I don't know though. I'll say sometimes I feel that when we run a lot of external applications, I think sometimes, I think us as simmers sometimes at times can introduce a level of instability, especially the way some of our community. I know my community folder is jank right now. I need to do some housekeeping in it. So
that's what I just did.
Yeah, I'm right there with you, man. So I can kind of see that.
Add-on linker for the win.
Yeah, I can kind of see that. So
Well, it cracks me up. You got improved stability at the bottom, but the top thing is performance and FPS. Are those not kind of the same thing?
Man, you think they kind of go hand in hand, man, but
you can't have good FPS if your system's not stable.
Yeah, I don't know, man. And I totally need a soundproof booth. But
little man's just like, Dad, you're gonna have to hurry.
Man, yeah. So we're scrolling here. Other expectations.
Yeah. Roll on.
Roll on.
Roll on.
Are you looking forward to any other flight simulator product releases? Heck yeah. PMDG 777. Good gosh, man. Look at that, dude.
And you got the 220 down there at the bottom.
Whoo. Wow.
3.11,
3.4%. Yeah. Aerosoft.
300, 3.4%.
Yeah. There's a lot of folks itching for some long beyond ATC. I'm right there with you, man. PMDG triple. Yeah. There's a lot of folks itching for some long hauls, man. I'll give them that. I don't know.
I'll be sending Atlas Air and that sucker. That's the only thing it'll be for me.
It, man. That's it. I think at one point American did some runs from DFW to Chicago, and that's about all I'm good for. If anything else, man, it's just like, it's just too much.
Because Atlas Air, I mean, they've got hour and a half hops, all over the place.
Yeah, that's
Memphis to Dallas, in a 777.
Yeah, I'm a 777. I can totally see that as being doable.
But that's cargo.
Yeah, survey man analysis. Did you participate? Yeah, blah blah blah. Okay, yep. You want a global. Oh man, now that is probably one of the few aircraft fast cow I would totally do some long haul ops in.
Yeah, you'd see a stream on that one.
It will be a situation. Well, man, I wouldn't be in it. Like it'll be a situation like we'll depart, get a stable, man, and I'm going about my day. I'll see you in 8 hours. Like
yeah.
But yeah, I would. I know I'm not speaking alone. We would love to see a global.
Man,
love to see one. Final words and buys, blah blah blah. Some housekeeping.
I might do more long hauls in one of those than an airliner.
Yeah, it's just you got a lot. Because a long haul is relative, right? Like there's a bunch of stuff like the Caribbean, maybe from here. You can maybe hit. Wake up Saturday morning, send it, and I'm sure that's what a lot of folks will do with the 777.
That's what I would do.
Yeah, a lot of us do 777, set it up, send it, and come back, and hopefully nothing's crashed or exploded, and you just land, right?
Yeah.
So it I talk, but it'll definitely probably be a thing, especially for like a business jet, like a global, I think it'd be pretty freaking cool. I'm not gonna lie. But aside from that, I haven't even thought about adding YouTube to the TV in the back. Fast. Oh my gosh. Could you imagine? Oh man. Yeah, we got 2024 is gonna be pretty sweet. We're definitely gonna have a good friend.
Dude, that's freaking sweet.
Fast Cow back on as well, because we definitely gotta have a conversation for sure, man.
We got some stuff to do.
Yeah, we got some stuff to talk about for sure. Wow. Set the autopilot, go back and watch. Exactly, man. Like that's hey, I'm all for that. All for that. Go to the back and watch. Oh man, be sweet.
You imagine that, dude? Set your AP.
Oh man.
Scroll on to the back.
And watch CTP podcast. Zing.
Yeah, exactly right.
But man, I'm telling you, the sky is the limit, and I just want to give a shout out to all of our friends and partners, Fast Cow Simulations for sure. Our friend the HPG, good friend Steve. You guys have just your friend Nick at FlyFX. You guys are really just pushing the boundaries and into what is possible for from a platform, and
we're
thanks.
excited.
Definitely appreciate it. I mean, this has been an awesome year. I'm looking forward to next year and what you guys are bringing. Another shout out to our good friends over at EFS, Extreme Flight Simulations. You guys are absolutely amazing in what you guys do, and anyone who helps bring the hobby and the industry to more folks, right? I think it's does a benefit to the hobby, and I think it motivates us to move on to perhaps venturing on into real world, making that a real world thing. So again, it's just been an astounding year, guys. The proof's in the pudding. There's definitely movement in the industry. It's not like what it was pre-2020 where things were just stale. For a lot of us, just kind of going through the motions. Man, when is someone's gonna finally breathe some life into this hobby of ours? And here we are, right? So I think 2024 is going to be freaking amazing, and I'm totally looking forward to it. And Charlie's going to be doing a stream here shortly with the A300, if not the Lear 35. So
yeah, it definitely ain't gonna be that one.
Oh,
ain't got no profile yet.
Oh man, here we go. Let's see. Did we miss anything else, Charlie? I know we dropped a few things here. I know our good friends over at Flight FX have been pretty busy. They're working on their Piaggio.
Yeah,
it's gonna be pretty sweet. Definitely gonna have to reach out to Nick and get some more info on that one. What else we got there, Charlie? Anything else we're missing, man? Before we let these fine people go,
man, I think it's about
covered
the bulk of it.
Yeah, so any final words for the folks out there, Charlie?
Man, just appreciate everybody for listening to us rant and carry on.
Oh,
and have a good time. We've been ranting.
Oh yeah.
We love all you guys, and we all wish everyone a happy and prosperous new year in 2024.
Absolutely. Just looking at the channel, guys, and just a podcast, man, we would not be here without y'all.
100%
at all. I mean, you guys motivate us. There's like some days we're like, man, we
gotta send something.
Yeah, we gotta send something, man. Like, kids in the hollering and all in the background. We gotta send something.
Then we get on it, can't shut up.
It's like, man, 30 minutes, Charlie, we're gonna send something, man. I'd be dead gum if we're not hitting 2 hours right now.
Hour and 53 minutes.
Knocking on 2 hours, man. But it's just been a lot of growth with the channel. Just to end it with a few stats for the CTP, just on a podcast platform. We have hit 7,772 plays. I never thought I would see that at all. 90 Spotify followers, over 200 on YouTube, over 100 some odd followers on Facebook. You guys have absolutely been amazing. And not to bromance it at all, definitely love you guys, hope each one of y'all have a blessed and prosperous new year. And as Mike in the background here, can't wait to see you all at Expo, so
that's it.
Aside from that, guys, that's all I got. Again, guys, drive safe out there. Keep you a designated driver. Don't do anything I wouldn't do or wouldn't do.
Air 20s.
Air 20s, exactly. Honestly, man, John's probably going to be asleep with New Year's, man.
Oh, bro, Charlie, 9 o'clock, he gonna be gone.
In the bed, man. I'll catch y'all in the morning. But seriously, guys, we love y'all. Thank y'all. And keep the boost slide up. Be blessed. We'll see you.
See ya.